Hello everyone, and welcome back to, hopefully, some Crusader Kings 3. There we go. We are playing a game as the Haesteinn dynasty. Looking forward to the upcoming Royal Court DLC, which I'm sure will change many things about how we play the game. And where we left off last time, our father, King Ragnar, had just passed on. He died of old age at 70, which is a much better innings than his sadly murdered father ever achieved. And that has left us as the young, bright, skilled new king, Haesteinn, ruling over about a third of Spain, maybe, at this point, from our capital in the county of Montaigu, where this all began. And our first job for today, really, is to get to know Haesteinn Ragnarsson. You know, who is he? What is he about? For starters, we are quick, we have some decent genetics. We have no son, or child of any kind, but we do have a betrothed who is slowly creeping towards coming of age. We have a good martial education and the holy warrior trait, which is definitely going to be helpful considering we are Catholic and pretty much everyone else in Spain right now is a Muslim. The only exception being this little chunk of West Francia over here. Now Spain, obviously, historically quite a contentious area for control between Islam and Christianity. And I'm sure we're going to do our part to make that exceptionally more inflamed. In terms of our skills, we have excellent martial, obviously. We are a poor diplomat. And we have fairly alright intrigue as well. So I'm not too worried about being stabbed, even if I might make everyone want to stab me. We are ambitious, which is good, because I have a sneaky suspicion that our holy warrior, strategist, ambitious leader might be very well inclined to take us over as much of Spain as we can possibly manage. We are also brave. And we are also, however, slightly paranoid. It's going to make us very stressed, but also potentially, I suppose, help us with our dread. Now, on the subject of dread, one of the various things that we notice up here is that we have a dangerous faction. And that's going to be some populists, which are things that we can't necessarily do so much about now. Part of this is going to be the fact that, for whatever reason, the game takes a while to settle down whenever you have a succession, and it doesn't calculate your military strength quite properly, I think, for some time. So that's potentially going to be an issue. We also have alliances. One of them is the game of golf, who is my brother and vassal. And the other is the Duke of Brabant, who has a fairly decent military offering. Next things we need to look for is, are there other people we can negotiate alliances with? So my brother-in-law is related to a lot of dead people who had titles once upon a time. We have Prince Gither, you, Berthus. Can we negotiate an alliance with you? We can do. That might be helpful in the coming days, weeks, months, whatever. Countess Mahut of Tui. Can we negotiate alliances through you? We can. Do any of you have worthwhile numbers of soldiers? About 1,000 soldiers is probably worth it. This is Avranches. Our branch have served us well as allies. Let's also have a look at Prince the Gamer Golfer. Toulouse. Can we negotiate an alliance with Toulouse? We can. Okay, so this is all good. We're starting off with some alliances under our belts. The next thing we need to do is have a look at some lifestyle. So we've already gone a bit down the martial tree while we weren't controlling Haesteinn here. So here I can see is a stalwart leader with chivalric governance who never backs down. And honestly, that seems pretty accurate right now. Now I'm thinking I might want to pick authority focus, because I suspect one of the things I'm going to have to do early on in my reign is gain myself an awful lot of dread. And I'll have to do that by going to our prisoners, who are, for the most part, Muslims who we can... Yeah, this sounds really bad, and honestly it is, but racism is sadly alive and well in Crusader Kings 3. You can execute Muslims. It gains you dread. In fact, you can execute anyone who's of a hostile faith. I may even be able to execute this Lollard. No, I can't. Well, okay, I can execute the Lollard without losing any faith. But it's an act of tyranny because she's also one of my subjects. Having one of my subjects in prison is good for the purposes of not having them be able to rebel against me. Yeah, so one of the first things I might need to do is get my dread up. Basically, kill a bunch of people so that everyone knows not to mess with me. So that's why we've gone for our dread gain plus 20% here. We also have extra perks. 2 perks available to unlock. I'm not quite sure how you managed that, honestly. Haesteinn. Courtship, which I'm entirely unfussed by. Kingsguard might be useful, but do we have enough knights to fill that? That'd be plus 4 knights, so I'd get my brother, this courtier, my other brother, and this guy as my knights. It may be worthwhile. Let's take a look at what other perks we have available. So Peacemaker is a good one, but going down the courtship tree isn't necessarily an exceptional use of time. Gallant. Gallant's only okay. I think I might want to go into the strategist tree, which gives me cheap wars, which will be excellent if I'm planning to do a lot of them, and it'll also give me lots of tactics or lots of ways to improve our army, which is definitely going to be useful if we're leading lots of holy wars. Haesteinn. I think having extra knights is a good way to improve our army straight away, and I definitely want Ballangeston because I'm going to be declaring many holy wars. Next thing on our agenda, we have an empty council position. In fact, we have lots of empty council positions. We probably also somewhere have lots and lots of vassals who are angry that they're not on our council. And we sort of want one of these problems to solve the other. So you're a fairly decent steward. We have a slightly better steward who's not a powerful vassal, but right now I want to keep you happy. For Spymaster, you're a pretty good Spymaster. You're the second best Spymaster in my court, and the best one, tied best one, I don't have to pay for. You're not super duper happy with me right now. Neither is my Archbishop. I want to probably get my Archbishop on side so he gives me additional troops. Because that's how it works when you're a Catholic. Because his opinion of me is +1 or less, and I don't have a stronghold, I gain no levies or taxes from his church holdings. Basically, the church decides who they pay taxes to and send levies to. Either me, if they like me, or the Pope. Right now, he doesn't like me. Does the Pope like me? The Pope likes me. Because I'm brave. That's kind of nice. Apparently my personal diplomacy is so bad it's providing me with a negative. That's not great. This guy is currently converting faith in one of these counties that's probably rebelling. County of Alcácer de Sal. Oh, that's actually not one of the ones that's rebelling, but it's definitely one of the ones that could join a rebellion if it wanted to. In our court we have our physician, is our mother, which is excellent news. It's always nice to have a physician who will like you and who won't leave at random. Steward. Now, Sigurd Ragnarsson is actually still our kind of second best stat for Steward, so I might as well pop him in to keep him a little bit pacified. He is our disinherited elder brother. So Ragnar, our dad, looked at his children and was like, not all of these are good enough. Let's filter them down a little bit. Right, so we have a knight problem to start with. Which is solved just by, if you hit force and then go back to allow, then it works it out how many you're supposed to have. This is my prisoner. She is also my vassal, so she is not getting out of jail anytime soon. I don't really care what my heir is in line for. I'm not so fussed as to what I'm in line for. Apparently I'm in second in line for the Earldom of Cantabria. So this is my other disinherited brother, who's a poet. He seems like kind of quite a nice guy, honestly. He's just generous and diligent. He's a poet. He's very learned. He has high diplomacy. He has one of the less terrible beards. Actually, just in general, the game of golf seems like quite a nice person to have around. He can't rebel against me because he's my ally, which is excellent news. But yeah, so he has one son, and then if that son something were to happen to them, which I don't want anything to happen to, for reasons that we'll get into in a minute, if that were to happen, then I'd be the next person to get his titles. I have alliances that I can negotiate. So who's this? So this is my nephew. I don't feel like I necessarily need an alliance with him just yet, but I might do one day when he's grown up. Having alliances with your vassals is like, it's because they're not alliances, like they prevent your vassals from rebelling, which is a really big deal, but they're not alliances that you can really use in any sort of conflict. And I think they probably do count towards your penalty for when you're trying to make alliances. If you have too many existing alliances, people don't like it, and so they'll be less likely to want to marry you. So next up on our list of current situation things, we have some duchies that we could create, but I don't want to do that because I actually have too many held duchies. As you can see in the tooltip, I can't realistically maintain more than 2 duchies, and I currently have 3. So the very first thing that I'm going to want to do is work that out. I have a domain limit of how many counties I can manage directly myself. So I definitely want to deal with this, and I probably want to figure out which duchies are which. So the Earldom of Coimbra is down here that I hold. So this was given to me before I was king, and then the other 2 I've inherited now that I'm king. I probably want to give this one away, which involves going into the dynasty tree, finding someone who's a bit worthwhile, and then saying, here, have a thing. So this is Princess Gertha. You have many children of my dynasty. So Theofa is going to inherit one thing, and Frereka is going to inherit another thing. So I can probably start giving some of these to my other nephews. Let's go and find... Have I inherited the kingdom? Have I got the Kingdom of Galicia title now? I never created it, but maybe I do. Yeah, so the Earldom of Coimbra. We want to give, let's say, 2 of these counties away to... Oh, we want to give 2 of these counties away to younger nephew. And then we'll make slightly older nephew the Jarl. Oh, I wonder when I acquired this kingdom title. Presumably it must have been on succession. Right, title history, I can look. Yes, okay, so it was created today by my father, and then I inherited it immediately. So when you're on the most split up succession type, which if I can go to succession types, so Confederate Partition, it basically divides your stuff maximally equally, and it means that you can create new titles as you do succession. So if I'd had another eligible child, one who I hadn't disinherited, then my existing title, Kingdom of Asturias, would have gone to Haesteinn, and then the other child would have got all the territories in the Kingdom of Galicia, and it would have made the Kingdom of Galicia to give to them. So that's all well and good. That'll be a problem potentially later if... I can also negotiate alliances with these guys, which I probably won't need to because they're going to like me quite a lot for having given them titles. I'll leave it there though, just in case. No, I'll take it off. Yes, so, factions. There's going to be some sort of a peasant uprising at some point soon, which is going to be a problem. And there's going to be a Muslim populist uprising, basically saying we don't want to be ruled by Christians, fairly soon. And neither of those is particularly ideal, it must be said. And I also, somehow, have inherited... This guy has managed to claim a small bit of the UK, which I wasn't aware of, and it's good that I've noticed that. Okay, we have a foothold in England. That's nice. Don't know how that happened. Our culture is Norse, which has upsides and downsides. The upsides is we have lots of these cultural and regional techs unlocked that give us unique men at arms, give us different counterspell eyes, better raiding, which I can't do because I can't raid anymore, even more men at arms, and then this thing, which I'm not particularly fussed by. But it has its own problems in that we don't start out with access to any siege weapons. I still can't make any siege weapons until whoever's in charge of the Norse culture decides to research it. And we don't have access to even the most basic de jure Casus which means that expanding my realm through non-holy wars is going to be a little bit tricky. I have a plan for this. My plan is to get, hopefully, a decent amount of piety and go on lots of holy wars. And part of how I want to do that, apart from raising runes, which I definitely want to do, is I want to go on a pilgrimage. Now, so some of them, how much do they cost? So the long pilgrimage cost 100. I didn't see. The exceptionally long pilgrimages only cost 175, which honestly isn't so bad. So that might be somewhere I go straight away. And for now, I think we are probably ready to hit play. We'll get notified if anybody else decides to start some factions. It's time for us to depart. alliances are coming in. I definitely don't want to start any wars while this faction problem is happening. But it looks like actually, now that the game has cottoned on to who I am and what power I have, it looks like the Populist faction isn't strong enough to challenge me anymore. The peasants will kind of go for it regardless. They'll be like, yeah, 300 dudes, that's probably enough to take on the whole of Spain, right? And then they'll just go for it. So I can find a guide, or I can take a severe health penalty. Let's not take the severe health penalty just yet, even though it's quite expensive. Okay, we have a new faction, which means it's time to go and gain some dread. Apologies, Philippe. He's been in house arrest for 8 years, and now it's all suddenly gone wrong because of politics. Right, this isn't quite as much dread as I'd hoped for. In the last sort of few years of my father's life, he ended up losing quite a few prisoners just to attrition. But we got dread up to 80, which might keep at least some of the people out. Look, she's now terrified of me. Despite trying not to get lost, I still managed to gain the trait ill. Oh dear. This is no time to give up. Darn it, I'm a brave, holy warrior. I'm not going to give up just because I've caught a cold. Speaking of Jerusalem, so this is the Abbasids currently in control of Jerusalem, and they have one of the worst placed titles I've ever seen over their territory. There's all this lovely free land that you could have written that on, and you didn't. Pilgrimage, the arrival. I've walked the holy path. There's a huge amount of piety for me, which I could use to ask for gold. It costs quite a lot of piety to ask for gold, but it might be worthwhile. So I can spend 250 piety to get 168 gold, and then I can spend 50 gold to get that 250 piety, 60 gold to get that 250 piety back, which is probably strongly worthwhile. So I'm going to do that. And in the meantime, the peasants are revolting. Never a peasant's lot is to serve their lord. Oh dear. Right, he has declared war. Where is he? He's over here. Oh yes, it's the troublesome French territories. They are always causing me grief. I might be able to do this with just my men at arms, to be honest. Glorious, got some money back. I can call people to war, but I don't need to. And I am home. I definitely need to get better clothes. Oh my gosh. Come on. Clothes. There we go. That's much better. I look much more like a king now. Maybe I was just wearing those clothes for my pilgrimage, actually. Maybe it's good to dress humble while you're a pilgrim. Right. War 1. Enforce my demands. Who's this guy? He really doesn't like me. They never like me. They're angry. So be it. Expand all of you. Victory is ours. And then we want to raise a runestone to get back our piety we spent. And my ascension to the throne of Asturias. And this will be a clout room salt, which gives us plus 50% levy size. So I want to figure out where's the place that gives me the most levies. Montaigu gives me 400. Asturias de Oviedo gives me 800. Pravia gives me 850, so I guess Pravia is a good place. I can also take an invite knights decision, which is probably good, as I can always do with those pretty much. I can also hold a grand blot, although given that I only have 2 prisoners, the grand blot seems a bit excessive. I'm also going to turn actually this notification off, because I'm not an Asatra anymore, so I'll lose piety if I do it. We have a wanderer with some tall tales. Excuse me? So this is Eagle. He is bragging about my daughter being the best he's ever had, even though, as far as I can tell, I don't have a daughter. I'll get stressed because I'm paranoid if I ask him to stay. Or I can lose stress if I say that he's far-fetched. Do speak well of our hospitality at your next stop. Yes, honestly, yeah. Go tell everyone about my daughter that I don't have. See how well that serves you. Okay. We have a new knight. He is very expensive. I'm paranoid, which means that recruiting people to court costs me stress. So that's probably a bad idea. Let's not do that. I'm no longer ill, which is glorious. It's probably time to go on our first war. A game of riddles. Riddles are a beloved pastime among the Norse. 2 more players exchange increasingly tough. Oh my god, my mother loves challenging people to riddle wars. She adores it. Blimey, she's also a gout-ridden flagellant. Now my dad won every single one of these. I don't think that I'm likely to. So I can spend prestige basically for courtier and guest opinion, and honestly that's probably an alright trade-off. Even better if I win, which I'm not likely to, but oh my gosh, I did. Wow. My mother has literally never won a game of this that I can see. I can also consider marrying her off for alliance power, but it doesn't look like anyone particularly wants to marry her, which is a shame. Right. Let's figure out who we want to go to war with. So who doesn't have too many allies? So Valenci is weak and only has Navarra as an ally. So both of those would be excellent targets. The Salamids are weak. They have a weak ally and another weak ally, so I could take on those as well. This once upon a time this was the Umayyad Sultanate, but now it's the Rahman Sultanate. They are moderately strong, and they actually have some big boy allies down south, it looks like. So I probably won't be taking them on anytime soon. Then we have the Sami Sultanate, who are being raided, and they also are friends with the big boy allies. But we can probably take... At that point, it's basically just the big boy allies, and we can probably take them. And the the Aslamids are all on their lonesome down here with basically no troops. So there are quite a few different people that we can potentially go after. The best... Are there any other wars I can declare? Aslamid, Sami... I can declare war on the Suthrea, which is up here. So I could, if I wanted, start trying to reclaim the United Kingdom from the Norse-Satrans. But honestly, I'm actually kind of chill with the Norse-Satrans having it for the most part. Yeah, I can also declare on Scotland, Navarra, Jorvik, Raman, and Mercia. Why can I declare war on Mercia? My Earl has a claim. What's your claim? It's on either of these two earldoms. You're already losing lots and lots of wars. You're losing a war for the earldom of Lancashire, the earldom of Lindsey. I don't know where the earldom of Lindsey is. Where's Leicestershire? Where's Lindsey? Down there. Oh, there we go. Yep. And you're losing war against Scotland, who are trying to take over all of your territory. And honestly, at this point, the war is going to be more about... if I were to declare war on you, it would be more about trying to avoid everyone else's army. In particular, the Scottish one, because they've got mega troops, which I assume is they've got a strong ally. Yeah, they've got this guy, who's fairly strong. And Sweden, who's fairly strong, Jesus. Yeah, this war, if I were to declare it, would be a lot more about avoiding everyone else's army and trying to get it done quickly than it would be about actually beating just Mercia. So I'm definitely going to avoid that. I imagine Scotland will take most of their territory. And I probably don't want to tangle with Scotland. So that's okay. Right. Haesteinn has to just decide who he wants to declare war on. Who can he claim the most off of? So you I can declare duchy wars on. So I can grab... That's quite a lot of territory to grab at once. Which might be worthwhile. Valencia I can also declare war on for a duchy. That's two counties are the only ones I can go for. You only have 2 counties. Salamids, I'm guessing this will be 2 different duchy options. No, it's just 1. Which would be 3. So definitely the most profitable to go after is the Sami Sultanate. And they are the ones who have the big boy allies. Which is okay. Because the thing about this is, my vassals can potentially go to war to pick off bits of the small guys, but only I have enough troops to take on, let's say the Idrisids. So I definitely want to go to war. I want to go to war for this emirate. What kingdom are you part of? You're part of the Sultanate of Badajoz. There's the Sultanate of Badajoz. Here. So it'd be sort of getting into a kingdom territory that we don't have very much of, which is always nice. Actually, we have this huge chunk of it. How much will I need to usurp it? I'd need 6 counties, so I'd have enough to usurp it if it weren't for this whole count usurper title of someone who considers my faith to be hostile thing. I don't know why that's a rule. Okay, we are going to war. I probably don't need to bring along my allies. I think I can do fine without them. What we do need to figure out is where we're bringing our guys up. Probably the answer to that is here. Yeah, because I imagine what they're going to do is they're going to flee south to meet up with their Idrisid allies, which will hopefully give me time to siege down a county. And then I can... oh, the independence faction's gone, that's excellent news. Sultan of the Idrissids has joined. Oh no, they are... Okay, no, they're going off to sea. Yeah, so this is the war target. So if he controls all of it, he'll have slowly ticking up war score, which I don't want. So I'd much rather siege this down. You can no longer continue with converting faith in the county, which is probably because it converted to its faith on its own. Not really sure. Yes, there we go. Which counties have been problems? County of Zaragoza. Where are you? County of Zaragoza? You're over here. Let's get you converting. It's going to take you a long old time. Oh dear. We also want our steward to be promoting the Norse culture. We probably want him to take on a different problem county. Salamanca. That one. So hopefully we can get sort of, between the actions of these two, we can get 2 factions out of, or 2 counties out of factions, rather than just doubling down on one. Sieges, they take a while. Do I have a siege commander? I do not at the moment. Definitely worth looking for. The guy who's very expensive you are. You have terrible prowess. Right, here come the enemies. So what we want to do now is we want to figure out what the garrison side is. It's 400. We want to split off a small new army of just levies. Let's say these guys. To hold down the siege. I'll tell you what. I will lead the big force. Oh, I don't actually. No, I will lead the siege force. Only if I can get there though. I will lead the siege force. And then you. Are you really my best other commander? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. You can come down here with your 5,000 dudes. Try and walk over this guy. We have a new knight. You're a Catholic Norseman Blade Master. You'd be exceptional. You're a bit expensive for what money I have available right now, though. And I'm still not a huge fan of that stress. Right. Let's go fight this guy. Victory is ours. We killed 1,500 dudes, which is good news. Oops. Right, he is fleeing out to sea. This guy, we don't know where he's retreating to yet. He's retreating over there. That's okay. I'll come back at some point. Got some prisoners, which will get me money. Nearly finished on this siege. A new knight has arrived. You're okay. How expensive are you? You're very cheap. That's probably worth it. Honestly. Siege 1. Right. What we don't know is what happened to... Oh, we have a vassal who's upset with me. Why are you upset with me? Well, you've been alright, Chancellor. Ah, you've just come of age, I see. Yeah, you can be the new Chancellor. Does my Archbishop like me yet? He does, fantastic. It might be possible to get into like me a little bit more. Oh, there they are. There's the enemy army. Does it really reckon I'm going to catch him? No, I'm not going to catch him. I'm going to catch him here though. And that's going to be a bad day for them. Oh dear. Our knight, Prince the Game of Golf, was slain in battle. Oh dear. Which has led to Jarl Jorunda, the Game of Golfson, to be, oh, he's a nephew. I can't negotiate an alliance with him apparently. Gained a level of devotion, which is awesome. Gained a level of fame, which is also awesome. Can ransom some more prisoners. And of course, we've won the battle. Oh, he's probably retreating down to his capital? Maybe not. I wonder where you are retreating to. Got some buildings being built, which is always good news. I wonder where you're going. Oh, we've crossed the river straight into a battle with these guys, which should be okay because we'll wipe them out straight away. We are nearly sorted with, oh dear, the counter-avalanche has died again. Probably can't, no, I can't negotiate allies with this one either. Allies are dropping like flies. Alright, take out these 800 guys. Okay, no, they're not brave enough to come for my small sieging army. Whoops, didn't want to do that. Merge these two. Split off in the army. A small number of levies just to bolster their numbers back. Grab a new perk. Siege weapon effectiveness, which we don't have any of. Movement speed is probably good. This is damage for units we don't really have. Yeah. Organized march we want. And I'll tell you what we do want to do, we want to split these guys in half so that we can resupply, because at the moment their supplies are a bit lower. And we are possibly only one occupation away from actually winning this war, which would be good. Okay, my bishop probably doesn't need swaying anymore. My spy master likes me now. Let's sway this guy. He's a powerful vassal. I don't want him upset with me. Because he'll block changes to things like crown authority. I think. It might be succession war. Yeah, so if they're unhappy with me, they'll oppose. Well, not if they're in prison though. Right. So our guys are all supplied up. With think we probably want to bring them together over here. And see if we can't go about fighting a battle against this guy. Oh, he's running. Right. Merge you together. Where do you think we're going, mate? Oh, he's going over it. I didn't even know he could get over there. We've won already. We didn't even need to do that. Let's enforce my demands. So be it. Fantastic news. We now have a huge, more extra chunk of territory for Asturias. And we want to think also about the Empire of Hispania and how close are we to that. So we are now over the halfway mark towards forming the Empire. The ultimate goal for this game, what I want to do, that I've never ever done before, is I want to finally unlock the Dynasty of Many Crowns option. It's kind of a bit of a pants decision on its own, but it has these stringent requirements that are 10 different independent king or higher I don't even know what this is. That's a duchy Tyrrell. Okay, I don't care about that. Yeah. These 10 different independent kingdom or better members of your dynasty. Which is really hard to do because typically most of your dynasty is going to be underneath you. They're going to be your vassals that have inherited, different bits of land. On the most succession types, on the Confederate partition, things get split off equally. If you only have one highest tier title, so let's say I have one kingdom title and a bunch of duchy titles, one person will inherit the duchy title. Sorry, one person will inherit the kingdom title, and then the other children might inherit duchy titles. And exactly how much this gets changed out depends between these different types of partition. But you end up with lots of vassals who've taken small bits of your land that they've inherited at various points. But they still work for you, generally. It's only under Confederate partition if they can create a new, let's say, kingdom level title. That's the only time when you have inheritance and they don't end up working for you normally. Under other types of partition, if you have sort of two top level titles, you can always just destroy one to prevent it from being inherited separately. But not under Confederate partition, doesn't work like that. So normally you end up with just a bunch of people in your dynasty who are all people who work for you, so they're not independent. And so I figure there are sort of two ways to get this Dynasty of Many Crowns option. The first will be to take over a kingdom and then have it split off due to inheritance, and then take over another kingdom and have that split off due to inheritance. Or, possibly, just to make an empire with 10 kingdom level titles in it, and then grant them all independence and tell them all to go away. And sort of basically dissolve the empire. And I'm currently thinking that that's going to be the safer option, based on the fact that if you split up into a bunch of different kingdoms, what you then have is everyone has claims on each other's kingdom, and so they're all probably going to try and go to war with each other, which obviously will also mean going to war with me potentially. And honestly, none of that is really what you want. You don't want to be fighting other people from your dynasty if you can possibly help it. I'd much rather be fighting other people for territorial expansion. Our conquest has gone really well. We've taken a bunch of territory. I now need to give that territory away to people. So let's go explore the dynasty tree some more. Now, one of the problems with being Catholic, or indeed any male-dominated religion, is that I can't give away titles to girls. I can only give away titles to boys. Girls can inherit if there are no boys in the way of the succession, but I can't give them titles. So this guy, he has no titles. He has a few children. I'll let close you to death. You're quite young yet. You might still have more children. Your brother-in-law. Let's give you. Oh wow, you have. Oh yeah, this guy is a massive. He's vengeful. He's gluttonous. These are both sins. He has no prestige, negative prestige, in fact. He's not doing so well. Crusader Haesteinn is doing quite well at the moment, I think. He's pious enough. He is vengeful, but that's okay, I suppose. I think you are probably going to be well placed to take control of all of these titles I've just gained. You're a young man, newly come of age, you're quick as well. Let's get you some land. There you go, congratulations. I'm guessing you'll probably form the duchy title fairly soon. I can also negotiate an alliance with you. I won't do that just yet. We'll see how much that's needed. As a reminder, all the vassals who are my allies can't join factions. Betrothed can marry. Oh my gosh! I'm finally married! Queen Isabeau has come of age. She's compassionate, just, a bit greedy. I find it interesting that greedy doesn't affect your stewardship at all. I sort of would have imagined that it might do. And she actually has fairly good stewardship. So she's actually increased my domain limit, which is a shame because I've just given away a whole bunch of territory. I could actually have held on to at least some of that. But not to worry, because that's what more Holy War is for. Valency. You still don't have any worthwhile allies? You've got slightly better allies. You're up to 2,600 odds. Ah. You're allied with this guy from Africa now. Noted. You still allies with the big guys? You're also allies with the big guys. Okay, Valency might be our next target. In terms of the kingdom map, so I'm going to get one kingdom level. Well, do you really control exactly everything? That's de facto part of your de jure part of your kingdom and nothing else. That's extremely impressive. Yeah, so I get one kingdom level war, I think, per lifetime. Right? Yeah, only one holy war gets the kingdom tier title per lifetime. Now, I don't have the devotion for it yet. I need to be the next level for that. So that'll be later in life. I need to remember that, you know, there might be one kingdom that I can just sort of swallow up whole straight away. Now I can grab 3 counties off of you if I holy war you for the Duchy of Aragon, which is probably a fairly good use of my time. Because I believe if I declare on Valencia, yeah, I can only get 2 counties from the same duchy. So let's go for the Salamids. This should honestly be moderately quick. In fact, I probably don't even need my whole army. Wedding celebration. Oh yes. I can collect money for my wedding, or I can collect prestige for my wedding. Definitely I want the money. There we go. Right. Let's disband like half of you, so we don't need them. Well, actually, I could send them to okay. Right, so we've got 3 groups of levies there who will on their own be able to siege down some places. And then let's chuck out a few more levies that I don't need. Right, you guys can wander off over here. You guys can go and try and deal with this. And then you guys... let's put you into this lot. You come and siege down the capital. And then this lot, you come and siege. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you don't know the garrison. And this lot can come and siege here. Right, we've got lots and lots of armies who don't have commanders. I'm currently leading this fight, which may or may not be a good idea, considering that I have a thing that makes me better at dying in battle. Okay. That's fine, I'm a coward. You guys do need a commander though. Not a commander. You've got a commander. You need a commander. This guy. You guys are still too close to the bad guy army to disband. Oh, there's a bad guy army up here. Honestly, don't know where they came from. Victory is ours. Right, disband those guys. Send this fighting army off over here. Have you called on your allies? You have not called on your allies. Ah, okay, that was an ally army. Possibly I shouldn't have disbanded all of those because you might call on the big boys. Are you going off to sea? No, why would you go off to sea that way? That's weird. Why haven't you called on the big boys? I definitely shouldn't have disbanded all those troops that I disbanded, but still. Oh, I guess Africa's not coming. Oh, you've managed to pull another army out of somewhere? Coming. Oh, you've managed to pull another army out of somewhere? We're honestly winning without the help, but... cousin was slain in battle, oh dear. Wonderful. So be it. There we go. We can ransom some prisoners. My vassal Jarl Theory has a low opinion of me. Oh yeah, so she's an actual Asatru Norse person, which partly is why she hates me. She also has a Earldom that I have 1 county in. Do I? No, I don't. Why are you upset with me because you desire the county of Tui? Don't be upset with the guy who has the county of Tui. Anyway, we've claimed some more lovely territory for ourselves. And it's probably a good time to go and find that nephew who we gave some stuff to Count Greta. And then give... Oh, Victory Haesteinn. You were so named because you were born on the exact day that I won a big significant war. Let's give you these 2 territories. There you are. I'm no longer over my limit. I can ally with you if I want to, which I probably don't. I do have low control in some counties. Linan. Always a thorn in my side. Up here, there we go. How are my factions looking? One faction has dropped out. I think that's the one I'm converting faith in, so that's good news. How am I doing with offensive war penalty? I've got a minus 13 offensive war penalty. Maybe we'll pull it back for a little bit. Christian fervor isn't looking enormously high at the moment. Yeah, we can let time tick by just briefly. Scotland has finished their war against... where this wasn't it? This was the Suthrera, who have now held on to 1 county exactly. I can usurp... Oh, I've gained a stress level. My friend Adalbert died. Which means it's probably an excellent time to host a feast. Which will be just enough to get me down below. So if I didn't do that, I'd have an event for being super duper stressed. Which you don't want. Oh boy, that was a lot of stress. I can also gain some extra money if I want to. I won't be able to raise runestone for a while, so it's probably... How much does the Pope like me? Oh my gosh, Burgundy's gone big. Burgundy has swallowed all of Italy. I'm assuming that was a succession thing, probably. Title history... Oh no, conquered by claimant. Blimey. Okay. I can't say I've ever seen Big Burgundy before. There's always something new to have in this game. The Pope kind of likes me. It's probably okay. Oscar gold. I could definitely use the gold. I want to spend some on it here, so we're investing in developing my lands. Let's see, Pravia, can't actually build anything there. Can't build anything here because I don't have the tech for it. Montaigu, I can build things here. Probably hunting grounds. Well, taxes from farms and fields seems very promising. The development growth also seems very promising. Let's get the trade brought down. Arms, which I do hold directly. Can't build anything there. No, I can't build this, so let's spend some money on that. Feast, a cheery gathering. The mood is bright and spirit high as the feast begins. Oh, and the factions decided. Oh my gosh! Haha! A lot of counties have decided they want to rebel. Okay, well, it's probably a good thing that we're not fighting any offensive wars for a little while then. My wife. I can grow close to forming an intimate relationship with my wife, which is probably worthwhile. Honestly. I can go close to performing a friend with this guy. Or I can gain a little bit of diplomacy and learning. You're not important as a vassal, are you? Please do. Please do go on. No, that can't have been the Suthrera that was there, because this is the Suthrera. I can't remember who it was who was there. There we go, everyone gains some opinion of me, I gained some prestige. And I lost some stress. I can also call a hunt. which seems to be free, probably because of some event that happened to King Haesteinn when I wasn't controlling him. You can get a free hunt event, I can't remember how it happens. But yeah, having a hunt right now is definitely a good idea. Spymaster Yelthor and I sneak up on a stag. Oh, I'm gonna learn a secret. This guy is a non-believer, which is apparently a strong hook level secret. I suppose he is a priest. My neighbour Duchess of Gascogne has won against the Count of Bigorre on the Duchy of Armagnac. So Gascogne is looking fairly solid. They're allied to Francia. Francia is a bit of a giant at the moment. A lot of troops, some fairly good allies as well. Maybe not that one. Brittany's an ally. Yeah. Francia, definitely not someone I particularly fancy tangling with. It's a massive shame because this is the duchy capital of this duchy that I own. I'd really strongly consider moving my capital there if I could take it. At the very least, I'd want to have the duchy buildings there. But sadly, it seems we must do without. There was a Liberty faction against me. I didn't even notice. These populists are getting ready to mobilise. It's not good news. King of Scotland has won against the King of Westmoreland. Something else has invited me to their feast, which is an excellent way to lose stress without spending more money. Conversation partner. That was how we salvaged that mess. I can have a interesting conversation, which I'm very sure I already got. Yeah, I got that just recently. So let's be friendly with this guy. So I could adopt the Andalusian culture and convert to Mowadism, which I'm definitely not going to do. I could grant them their independence, which I definitely am not going to do. Or I'm going to start a war. Let's call on Duke Franz of Brabant. I can also call on this guy, but I'm not sure it's worth it, to be honest. These are my vassals, aren't they? You're a powerful vassal, apparently, so I do want an alliance with you. Okay, right. Where do we want to call up, boys? Probably over here. Yeah, I know all my territories around the siege game, so I could finish panicking. Feast. In case of danger, in the middle of celebrations, I'm more intrigued by the defensibility of this hall. Should an attack be launched from the outside right this moment, the low nobility would be the ones in immediate danger. Beyond that, a small bastion could be made from the great tables, offering a modicum of protection. So I can, because I'm paranoid, I gain better safe than sorry, which gives me hostile scheme resistance and defender advantage, because I'm thinking about how to defend a hall. This guy can't decide where he's going, which is good, because it means he's gonna prevaricate and wait for me to catch him. Lost stress. Right, here's a battle. Ah, my wife is bearing. Right, hello there. Apologies for few technical difficulties that we've been experiencing. It is sometimes just sort of the way with internet and things and how those are set up. We are back. Hopefully we are back permanently. Just before we left off, we triggered this visit where I can risk upsetting my vassal to try and please my vassal, or I can take a little bit of stress loss. And honestly, I don't think helping this guy is the most useful thing in the world, so I think I'm just going to take the stress loss, because I gain stress very easily as a paranoid character. I've discovered crop rotation. That probably gives me access to new buildings, right? Yes, tribal area economic buildings. And we're now researching... I don't know what we're researching. We're exposed to public works. I don't know what we're actively researching. Victory. Oh, we're gaining devotion for these battles, so that's pretty good. Oh boy, there is a big old army down there. Let's get improved pillaging and improved defense. There might actually be a successful siege, because I'm busy dealing with this smaller army. Also meeting up with my ally, because we really want to act together if we're taking on a large present army. Boy, that's a lot of guys. Like, my guys are flat out better because I have men at arms and they just have like regular dudes. They are actually going to siege that place down. The swines. So that's where they were going when that lot set out to sea. They were going to meet up with these. And if I'd noticed where these guys were, I would have come to them first. Blimey, that's a extremely important county. Is that a war target county? I suppose to some extent. These little dots typically define the boundaries of what the war targets are. I'm not sure how it's decided that. Meanwhile, we have Waldensians in northern France. Right. My newborn son is my new player heir. One second. I have a chat monitoring app that seems to be very unhappy after I disconnect it. So I'm going to just reboot that quickly. There we go, it's reconnected. All it does is it means I get a little ping whenever anyone speaks in chat, which means I don't miss people. My son and heir, we have with a tidy yet blissful smile, Isabeau presents me with a perfect little son. And immediately he wants to be called Gandalf, which I think is an amazing name. May you grow to be strong and wise, my son. Gandalf Haesteinn. I'm going to start educating you from now. You've inherited your mother's good looks, but sadly not quite my smarts. That's okay, one cannot have everything. Okay, we're now taking count. Whole year of Montaigu in France has also joined this new subcult of Christianity. Count Robert, also in France. As long as it doesn't spread to my territory, I'm pretty okay with it, honestly. It's nice to have lots of Catholics around for crusades, if we want to actually win crusades. But in general, as long as it's not my realm, it doesn't bother me. What I can do is I can actually find vassals of mine who aren't Catholic. So we've got a bunch of lollards sitting around the place. You don't want too many because they're going to start... I don't mind the Northmen so much, but the Lords are going to start sort of competing to Lollardize their various territories. We don't really want that. Most of them should probably accept, which is good. Not all of them. Some of them will ask for hooks, which is probably okay as long as they're not my direct vassal. I can lawfully imprison her, or she'll start a war. Probably worth it, honestly. Blessed be God. I might try and imprison him after I figure out what's happening with this lass. She's in prison, fantastic. Negotiate release, will you convert? You will. I think probably also want you to renounce your claims because... actually, Yalden of Galicia? Who's the Jarl of Galicia? She's not with my house, so I don't mind. Right, let's see if we can imprison this mayor. If not, he doesn't fight me, he just wanders off. Right, there we go. Conversion successful. There we are. Well, my mother has become a renowned physician at the age of 66, so she probably doesn't have a long being a renowned physician for, but... Right, so we can now claim a bunch more territories in one war if we want to. Right, 700, about another 1500, makes close to 3000. Maybe 5,000 guys. Although it doesn't seem to be calculating that the same as I am, so maybe one or more of these is actually a vassal. Is it time to declare war on Valencia? I think it is. I can call on my allied Duke friends. I've got the prestige for it. Probably not worth it, because I think I can take this guy on my own. I've got quite a lot of troops. We are very slowly converting counties. Only allies in the war. That was expected already. Right, there's the bad guys. That's me, so let's take the other lot. Oh no, don't go that way. Go up here and then around here. Let's see if we can pick these guys up. Oh, there's just a few of them. We are going to be this is going to be a slow siege because we don't have the right equipment. Maybe it is worth calling in allies actually, just for the equipment. Right, we've got some buildings being built. It's actually a very expensive war. We're going to catch this guy. Beat up your army. I'm not beating up your army as quickly as I wanted to. We finished an increased control and county task. There's Fargo. You. Actually, no, can you make my army less expensive for now? Then after the war, we'll think about right, straight from one battle onto the next. But we've got to be careful because we don't want to run into them when they're going to meet up with the other guys. Okay, they're splitting up. We finished the promote culture task, which is excellent news. Let's come down here. Andalusians were the problems before, weren't they? Yeah. Right, jump into this battle. I'm in debt. Tell you what, this battle isn't going quite as much my way as I would like. So I'm going to split it in half. I'm going to lead half over to... Oop, I'm not going to do that though. Just going to take half over to join in. Because it looks like he's going to send some men in to join as well. I don't want him to gain the upper hand by doing that. Commander's been promoted. Yes, he shall serve me, definitely. It's pretty much never a bad thing. Okay, wars are going alright. Let's take this slot back here. Oh, no. You retreat to a territory where you can heal up a little bit. Jarl Thora has committed crimes against me. I definitely don't want to be fighting a rebellion right now. I've captured this guy. Oh look, here's my ally. I don't know what you're doing down there. Oh, I suppose you sailed all the way around rather than walk across. Maybe that was wise. Right, you have actual siege equipment, which will make this slightly better. Let's see if we can get on and fight you. Away. Right, we've won the siege. I don't know where this battle is going to happen. Okay, it's over here. We'll join in when there's 5 enemies left. We'll keep going on this siege, even though our enemies have abandoned it for some reason. I'm not sure that was the wisest choice, enemies. Oh, they're going for the capital, I guess? Okay, we're winning battles. We're doing well. Let's head over here. So that we can support. Le gasp! A question of loyalty. I can confront her and ask her about it. I can do an intrigue challenge. I'm sure she would not betray me. I can also ask my head of faith for gold. How much do you like me? Pope. Don't really want to make you dislike me too much because then people get me excommunicated and that's bad. I'm not currently in debt, so I think it's probably okay. Now I've never ever had anything other than this result. Despite whatever any of the events have told me. That's the only result I ever get. So I'm not too sure about the legitimacy of what it's telling me there. We have war score almost entirely from battles at the moment. We'll wait for our armies to recharge. They can sit here so they're close enough to support either my allies or my other army. I'll wait for the enemy to resurface. Dan has improved his prowess by 1. And the child is no longer with us. That's a shame. They have 3 months left here. They have 13 days left on the capital. Between those two, I suspect we'll probably... Oh my gosh. We nearly have the war already. Wow, I really wish I could find where the bad guys went, so I could go beat them up in a tiny little extra war. Oh, there they are. Yeah, the bad guys, I found them. Where are they going? Hopefully this battle should tip us over the edge. There we go. Enforce demands. And the east coast of Spain is mine. Victory! Oh, excuse me while I stretch. Right. I have low control in Fraga, which I'm hoping to keep. So let's increase that. My vassal is in prison. I don't care about her opinion of me. I can imprison criminals. Mayor Driffer. I don't see why not, per se. Yalthora. She's my spy master. Do I want to imprison my spy master? Oh, she's unusual. She only has 2 personality traits. I think my Chancellor probably likes me enough by now. Oh, I can revoke your title. I'm not sure why I would, but I can. I just want some money off you, it's fine. Well, I can't even get money off you. This is a bit pants, to be honest. What kind of a mayor do you think you are? Spymaster. Spymaster likes me. Who are my other powerful vassals? Don't have any other powerful vassals at the moment. If I wanted to change my succession, I actually could. Everyone likes me enough. I mean, there's no reason to make my Spymaster hate me if I don't have to. Populists always causing problems. For now, let's just head into my dynasty tree and once again find someone to offload these excess counties to. So I have a son now. Don't want to give him counties yet though. Let's see that. Alpha doesn't have any. Normally, so that's a bit of a waste. Ah, epic! You don't have anything else in line for anything. There we go. And epic Q should be my ally as well. My son is 2 years old. Marvelous news. Right, let's have a look at this empire. How close are we? 44 out of 62. We are definitely approaching the realm of being able to do this, aren't we? Oh, you're allies with this big boy now. But honestly, it's unlikely to be too much of a problem. Simply from the fact that I only had to siege down one of your counties and I install one. What's my penalty at the moment? Minus 11, probably go higher, it's okay. Yeah, you only have one county, so I'll only holy war for a county. Put a rally point down here. Raise all. Don't need to call people in. Enemy allies have joined the war. That's okay. I think that's everyone I really need. So I'll start gathering. Split it in half. Take half over to fight this guy. Take half down to fight this guy. And that'll be the small fry I dealt with. Oh, and Braveheart is having a peasant uprising, which you'll probably be able to take care of yourself, but I'll accept anyway, just in case. Gained a level of fame, glory, glory. There's a new Aslamid army. All mercenaries. They're coming to fight me, that's okay. That's actually even better in a way. Right, how many garrisons do you have? You don't actually need that many people to besiege you, do you? This guy. I'll put you together in a second. Armies. Let's have someone else's commander. Should be an easy victory, apparently. There we go. Didn't need me for the peasant uprising at all. Which is good, because I wasn't coming for a while. Let's speed up this army. Glorious victory. What counties aren't there? Let's split you in half. Oops. Split you in half. Send half over here. So that we're not eating up our supplies too much. And really, it's mostly a waiting game. 5 months. Might have to go and... Oh dear. After my army sets up camp, I hear a commotion coming from my knight's lodgings. Investigating the disturbance, I find Aurelia and Count Benesef in the middle of a heated argument, with several onlookers edging them on. I can have them whipped, which is honestly probably what I'm going to go for. I can deliver a speech about unity, which probably won't work. I'll have them whipped. I'm definitely a dreadful ruler. You want more? I'll give you more. Ah, my Jarl has passed away. Probably he died in battle. Yes, that happens quite a lot. That's okay. A good sort of turnover of vassals isn't such a bad thing. My nephew he wants to vote on the council, but he is utterly unsuitable for anything. Luckily, I have an excellent chancellor available right here. Right, so we'll beat up these guys. Beat up these guys. Honestly, I'm not convinced that she's ever going to have enough money, so I might as well do it now. Oops. New army just formed. Lessons from the past. I will surely see many battlefields before I meet my maker. I hope. My library holds tales of war from 100 lifetimes. I've recently acquired a tome on the Great Siege of Constantinople, as well as a time-worn scroll written in some ancient language. So I could possibly gain a whole bunch of stats, which sounds excellent, or I can gain a kind of a poor bonus. So I'm definitely going to try for the translation. With the help of Dusty Glossary, the scroll is reluctant to share its secrets, but I press on. As the night progresses, the most incredible story unfolds before me. Arminius, the son of a Germanic chieftain, had been raised in Rome, but plotted to forge an alliance of tribes to defeat the Romans. Arminius became an officer of the Roman general Varus and advised him to take a detour through the Teutoburg forest. There, Arminius launched a series of ambushes. Due to his Roman education, Arminius knew exactly how to combat the enemy tactics and led his people to a decisive victory. So I can gain 100 martial lifestyle experience, or I can gain studying an ancient text. Oh, actually, I get the martial lifestyle experience either way. I can either get martial learning and lots of faith hostility advantage, which is nice, or learning. Definitely. I'm going for. Oh boy. There's a battle happening down here. And my son is curious. Excellent. Let's choose a diplomacy education for you, I should imagine. Although you are Gandalf. Gandalf means good morning. So you should probably have a learning education. So I'll remove me as your guardian. Educate child. Is there anyone with a good learning skill here? My mother, but she's going to die soon. Other than that, not really. So, what we're going to do is we're going to find a character who just has the best learning skill sort of ever. Maybe not someone who I'm likely to go to war with, though, because that sounds like a bad thing. You have an excellent learning skill and a good learning education. But I don't think Holy Warrior Me is going to send a child to be educated by you. You're old and going to die soon. You're probably okay. Amedi de Noiville. I will gain stress for sending my child away, which is annoying, but probably worthwhile. Your education trait isn't so great. We'll find someone. We'll find the perfect fit, don't worry. Do Antonius of Armeniac? Yes, you'll probably do. Ah, you've got 2 wards. You've not got the best trait. Okay, we'll go with Amadee de Noidel. As you seem okay. You are French, so you're nearby, even if you're not either of the things I really want. Disposal. Victory. Oh boy. I need to go join this battle and relieve my forces. In case bad things happen. So just levies. Ah! Ragnar, who might be named after my dad, is my friend, and spending time with him is good for me. I think I'm going to win this battle anyway. It's a bit of a tough one. Right. You outdid yourselves, bad guys. There we go, and now we've taken this in a siege. We can enforce my demands. Excellent. 1 fewer enemy exists. How good is this place? It's underdeveloped compared to Fraga. It's even more underdeveloped. Okay, I'll probably give away Fraga then. Right, let's go find someone in our dynasty tree to give a county to. Just 1 county. You have children who are the right dynasty. Sometimes it bugs out a little bit. You're betrothed in a regular marriage. It's a shame. Oh, Count Victory actually died. What did he die of? He drowned? How did he drown? Is anyone in a matrilineal betrothal? Is that too good for you all? Apparently it is. Oh, Folky. I probably can't give you a child. No, I can't give you a child or anything. Okay, we'll give my brother-in-law County of Front. Now we might have to let the time. Oh my gosh! I've grabbed a new bit of England. Someone up here is going mental. Did you take on all of Scotland to do that? All of the West Riding. Total history. Oh no, you inherited it. Okay. You've now grabbed 2 bits of England through inheritance. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I will complain if I have to go to war with Scotland. Because I don't want to. This guy is still in prison. Do I have a truce with him? I have a truce with Valency. Oh, I don't have a truce with you anymore. Maybe it's a different guy who's in prison now. I definitely could go and declare war on you if I wanted to. I want to let the clock run just a little bit until I can increase control on this boa. There we go. He needs Fraga, am I right? Son. Oh, you're claiming the Sultan of Badajos. Yeah, I probably want to get in there. Are you fighting? Oh, you're fighting an internal war. I don't care about that. How many duchy? We've got 3 duchies and they're all 1 county each, so we'll do a county level war. Which one makes the most sense to go for? I mean, well, actually, one of these is a duchy, right? Yeah, that's 2 actual counties. That's probably better. Grab the 2 in 1 war. That makes things easier. And my vassal, I don't want to increase her opinion of me. She's in prison. I don't care. You still have big boy allies, by the way. You do. And they're still scary. Okay, that's fine. Right. Enemy ally joins war. Sultan Gabriel. Half, I'll take my half down here, you take your half over here. Right. Oh, it took his brother. It's probably giving us war score. Fantastic. And a task has been aborted. You can no longer convert faith in a county. Probably because that county is... Yep, he's come over to us anyway. Now, faction-wise, I'm losing a lot of populists. Oh, I've got use of Plasencia. Let's get to work on you. We'll siege down these places. It'll take us a few months. That's okay. Marshal perk. Makes my men at arms better. I can also challenge someone to a trial by combat, which might be worthwhile. Oh, let's choose this home free there. Hjaltland. Up there. She's an adulterer. I'm very apparently upset by the personal lives of people around me. See, now we have Andalusian Catholic populists, and that's good. We wanna split them up as much as possible. Oh, my queen is pregnant again. Oh dear, sweetie. Oh dear. Well, there's 1 civilian and 2 knights. That guy is probably sat there thinking like, huh, why am I palling around with these guys? Oh, Fervors has been going up massively, although we did just lose a bit. Maybe it'll be time for the first crusade soon, you never know. We want a siege. We're at 90%. Thanks to that capture there. Oh, didn't let him do anything to help us. I wonder where the big bad guy army is. I don't want to go too far away. Plasencia is upset over conversion, so they're even more likely to rebel against me, even though they were already rebelling against me. Wonderful. Oh, the Andalusian populace of... Oh no! Oh dear. We'll get there. We'll have a son at some point. Alright, 5 months left and then we've won this war. Oh, well, there's 2 peasants and 1 knight. One of them got demoted after the last battle. Oh, and my vassal is raiding this territory that I'm about to claim as my own. So you better hurry up. 9 days left, 38 days left. Okay, you'll be in time. Ah, wonderful levels of Norse opportunism. Will she get this one? No, she's not going to get that one. Thing, siege 1. Force my demands. Excellent news. Right, what about these counties? Well, these counties are probably going to be substantially better than Lisboa, aren't they? Or at least this one is. Okie doke. So, back into the dynasty tree. We're not producing dynasty members fast enough for this. Quite frankly. Oh, you've had a child who... You've had a child, not with your betrothed. Oh dear. Who's this guy? Oh. Really? You're betrothed to your cousin? Are we really doing that? We're really doing that Crusader Kings trope right now? Okay. Yeah, dynasty. Not producing dynasts fast enough to give them territory. It's a problem. You betrothed, you're not. Can I arrange a marriage for you? No, because you're not in my court for that reason. Excuse me? Yeah, you're this guy. You've got a fair few counties already, to be honest. I want you to be successful. How are your counties being split up? Well, they're going to all different people. Okay, you can get a county then. Yeah, actually, you can get 2 counties, because I have 2 to give away. You can have Lisboa. You can have Faro. Got titles. So no longer need to be worrying about that. Commands my prisoner. Sultan or whatever your name is. You're still in prison. That's still my spy master, who I don't want to stay in prison right now. I probably don't need an alliance with you. I probably do want to try my combat with you. For gold. Now the last trial by combat should have been a complete walkover, and wasn't. Well, this guy's actually got higher prowess than me. This might have been a bad idea. So no increased market success, no increased risk of injury, and give him stress. Wall strike, parry, riposte. Seems like an excellent counter. My form is good with only small errors. My opponent's guard is fierce and I feel far from victory. Medium, medium. Low and no. Or medium, low. Let's go for more striking parrying and riposting. We're both having incredible starts, basically. I'll show you how I have to axe. Oh, I've been defeated. Oh no. Due to sudden death. Yeah. I've gained the trait wounded, and I'm very, very, very stressed. Like, very stressed. Let's do my best to reduce the stress. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm very, 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 very stressed. Oh, it's not a good day to be King Haesteinn. So that was additional stress. Oh boy. Ow. Mental break, shooting the messenger. Highest stress level reached. My head feels like thumbs on trapped in an egg. I squirm trying to get comfortable. My phone's message moves my remote sub story. Behead this fool. I gain pickled human heads. Decreases my diplomacy, stewardship, and intrigue. Or I can become a drunkard. Or I can become reclusive. Oof. Oh, wow. Haha. Let's go for the pickled human head. Okay. Oh boy, a rapture. We seriously need stress loss. Oh boy. I can gain mediator, it gives me some diplomacy. Or I can whip this guy. So either way, he's going to not like me. But I can make somebody else like me more instead. And gain mediator, which definitely seems worthwhile. Oh boy. Haesteinn Ragnarsson is extremely stressed right now. Haha! Shouldn't have gone for that duel. Not even close. What we're going to do is we're going to say notify when this decision becomes available. Both times. I can't currently ask for Pope Gold. I can transfer some people around. I don't feel like I need to. Yeah, none of my vassals are rebelling against me. It's just peasants who are rebelling against me. Speak of the devil, and they shall appear. Oh boy. Is there a lifestyle that's going to give me stress loss? Duty focus might be worthwhile to get courtier and guest opinion up at some point. No. Little less stress gain down. This might be worthwhile. I'm going to keep learning +1. +1 piety. These are good things. Okay. We'll start working towards a... Oh, limit. Look at your managed domain. Let my limits back up. Okay. Haesteinn, extremely stressed, very angry man. Very, very angry man. Just had a guy beheaded. Because he was angry. Oh boy. But Spain's going well. I can ask my head of faith for gold. I definitely need to do that. Just send the invitations to a feast straight away. Oh boy. So I've never had that much of a trouble with stress in Crusader Kings before. And I've just told somebody else about my priest's non-believer secret, which I don't care about, as long as it's not one of my secrets. Disaster strikes. Why? We cracked up the next battle, it's gone bad, it's all gone bad. I can gain some money again, or I can spend money for opinion and prestige. I'm going to spend prestige for money. I like how I get money for that. We all have to pitch in, and everyone can pitch in a little more than they strictly need to do. You're still fairly tough. Isabel, what are you wearing? Oh, you're ill. There's no excuse. Get you in some nice clothes, that'll make you feel better. It probably won't. Right, I am the stressiest boy. This gives me a severe penalty. Apparently I'm feeling fine though. I'll believe that when I see it. My counsellor died. I just told someone about his secret and then he immediately died. You can give me more taxes if you like to more. So, give me more taxes. Right. I can declare more wars if I want to. I'm not certain if that's a good idea at the moment. Oh, I tell you what, these guys are fighting. These guys are fighting lots of wars. Now's an excellent time to capitalize on people who are allies with them. Paragon of Virtue, 1626. I'm getting 3 a month, so I need 300 and a bit. So that's 100 months. That's 10 odd years. That's quite a long time away. But Navarre, on the other hand, might be a good target. Although, how much does my realm hate me at the moment for going on offensive wars? Quite a lot. We'll leave it for now. Oh boy. I hope these guys do successfully break this up, because they've been a real thorn in my side, supporting all of my various enemies. How many Empire level titles are there? That's an Empire. That's an Empire. Not too many. No kingdom. No kingdoms. That's an Empire. So there's only a handful of Empire titles in the world at the moment. You know, I could be sort of one of the first sort of 10-ish. If this keeps up. Always keep an eye on that progress. 47 out of 62. We are getting there. We finished the promote culture task, which is excellent news. Who's the leader of Valencia? Then Valencia. Valencia. Welcome to Norseness. I don't need notes right now. I can raise a runestone though, which I do want to do. To the piety. What have I got? A vanquished foe, Sultan Montaigu. Silvers, definitely. Mallorca is still sort of sitting happily being some nice Catholics. Sardinia is pretty weak at the moment. Not quite sure why. Oh, there's a Catholic Norseman. Oh no, that's my Catholic Norseman, that's fine. I do actually, I could go on a Varangian adventure. I could trade my whole massive realm for this one island in the Mediterranean, if I so chose. I do not so choose. Byzantines are sort of creeping into southern Italy. Abbasids may have eaten this little bit of land. I'm not sure, they may have already had that. Catholicism server is looking okay. Norse culture, what are we researching? This is our fascination and our exposure, which is terribly inefficient. It's also like the worst attack in this tier. I have 18, he has 24. Okay, so it's possible that I could overtake him and become Norse culture head of Norse Spain in a sort of 20 odd years-ish. We have people improving. Mostly I'm waiting for my offensive war penalty to go down, which it has. How's this war going? You're losing horribly. That's probably good news. Do I want to take out these guys? You're still pretty strong, even with those guys being as weak as they are. I've got a truce against you. Got a truce against you. I don't have a truce against you. Oh, we have people with claims. So I could totally offer either thing, but I probably want to push someone's claim. King Haesteinn, how strong are you? 670 guys. Oh, be his to go. 900 guys. Oh, but I like you. I want you to have more territory if I can. Yeah. You're definitely my favourite. So I'll push your claim. Which county is that? That's that one, not the capital. That's okay. Raising the troops. Probably shouldn't need an ally. How many bad guys have got? 23. We can deal with that with half of you guys. So split you in half. Take half down here. Take the other half up here. And we'll just kind of sit and siege. And I can't end siege. Oh, hello. Okay, new plan. I'll split. Look, I'll split this one in half. Take half down here. And you guys can actually go and fight these guys. Right, we're going to be 8 months, 10 months until total domination, basically. Most of the enemy troops are down here. There might be one army kicking around somewhere that I don't know about. About 400 guys, I'm not too worried about it. Let's play catch. I win, I caught you. Oh, I only caught half of you. The other half decided to sit out, which works for me. Or I nearly managed to completely crush that army. If you, I'll show you in a sec. So if you win a battle while you're still in this phase, the maneuver phase, or the early battle phase, sorry, then you wipe out the entire enemy army. Whereas if you win in this phase, you kill some of them, but you don't necessarily kill all of them. There we go. So we lost. We actually didn't have that great KD in that battle. Right. 46 days, 7 days. This shouldn't take too much longer. We'll bring you up here, just in case they decide that what they really want is to go and fight you. There we go, siege 1. Gained a favour hook on this guy, which is nice. Another favour contract. Yes, I require more of your troops. Create some new titles, but I don't want to. I can ransom a bunch of prisoners, which I do want to do. I just captured. I just captured this guy. I can't declare war on him while he's my prisoner, which is extremely sad. But I can harvest all of his money. Count Wilhelm, who is my uncle, apparently. How are we related? Guntrud, my grandmother. Okay. This guy. I'm not so fussed, honestly. I will ransom Sultana Maria again. I'm sure I've done that before. Maybe it was a different Sultana. Yeah, Spain is looking fairly good at the moment. Oh, my mother died. And gave me more stress. That's exactly what I didn't need. I need a new physician. Oof. We don't have any good ones. Is there a will come to court filter? No. Of course not. Okay, let's search for a physician. How's education coming, by the way? Right, Philippe is quite experienced. He's old. You're significantly less old. You're also a little less good. I want a cheaper, less old one. And my son is 11. It's probably a good age to kind of get him married. Duchy of Neustria, oh, they're a good ally. Duchy of Aquitaine, also a good ally. Also allied to Brittany. Duchy of Thessalonica. A little bit further away. Where do these people sit in sort of succession lines? I mean, they're all daughters, aren't they? So none of them are going to be particularly amazing in succession. Or you, who is second in line. the Duchy of Thessalonica. Oh, you're down there, that's very far away. No thanks. This is not the Kingdom of Aquitaine, this is the Duchy of Aquitaine. Who's the King of Aquitaine? I probably want Neustria. They wouldn't be able to help me against France though, whereas you would. Yeah, take you. I'm feeling more upset about the possibility of fighting Francia than I am against the possibility of fighting Aquitaine. I really want to fight. Oh, blimey, the the Northmen are attacking Francia for Brittany, so they're attacking this one tiny little county that they want to invade. Oh dear, good job, guys. I can attack the Thapited Emirates, which is down here. Oh, are you fully independent now? Yes. That's good news. Right, you're edging closer towards being takeable. Running something of Fez. Not so fussed about any of these bits down in Rustenogers over there. Yeah, I'm not so fussed taking any of these bits just yet. I'd rather work towards my potential empire title. Oh boy, am I stressed. I'm a stressed boy. I think with this guy, I'd probably take you on. I'm very, very close. I'm very, very close now. Maybe, what, 10 months? Within the year I'll be able to do a kingdom war against you. Paragon of Virtue? Yeah, Paragon of Virtue. No, well, I could just claim this one random county. Oh, two random counties if I wanted. Okay. Very soon, Spain will be ours. Also, I am the most stressed man in the world. Right, let's look at this discreetly. See if we get any other result. Yeah, that is always what the result is. I don't understand it. Oh well. Right, as soon as that says Paragon of Virtue, we are marching to war. It'll be a big war. I reckon they have... You only reckon you have 47,000 troops to fall on? Oh, that's a vassal of yours, so they can't come to your help. Oh boy. That's excellent news. Someone's not powerful. Can unlock a new learning point. Let's pause the game for a sec while I catch up. Powerful vassals are a bit pants, so I don't care. And they like me anyway. And Marshall has a local new thing. Sure, that makes sense to improve. New lifestyle perk. Right. Well, this is what we wanted, chat. We were hoping to get this empire title and be like the 6th empire in the world or something. France, unsurprisingly, won the Northern Army conquest. Okay, we're a Paragon of Virtue. It is time. We're going to war. I can call my house member this guy who I don't care about. I can call Aquitaine, you're coming with me. Brabant, you're coming with me. I can ask my head of faith and gold. How much do you like me at the moment, your populace? You like me quite a lot. Okay. Right. War it shall be. If it's a war, Aslan wants, and a war he shall get. Right, the Sultan's joined the war, which I don't mind so much. Oh my gosh, a Leviathan! Why am I at sea right now? It behooves the king to spend time at sea, with the salty air in his face and a fine vessel beneath his feet. Today sees my personal craft and a small escorting squadron out for drills, practice and pleasure. The short voyage has been an exhilarating change of pace from life at court, when we spot it. Blah 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 blah. A whale. Get the harpoons. I'll lose stress because I'm brave. I desperately, desperately need to lose stress. Oh boy. And I get money as well, even better. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to drop a small number of guys here, and then go beat up this army. Vassals are missing. Have I got a new powerful vassal all of a sudden? I have. You'd actually a good spy master. Yeah. I thought I could try and imprison you. Now is not the time to do that though. But spread off a small army. Let's say 800 dudes. What's this siege look like? 400 guys. Yeah, let's go for 800 dudes. With the nephew as leader, just in case, and then we'll go and wipe out this army hopefully. Well, wipe out, but yeah, certainly injure badly. I have a new son. This is not good news, because it means problems with splitting inheritance and stuff. And she wants to name him Rorguez. Well, I see no reason why not to. Welcome to the world, Rorguez. I shall educate you for now. Glorious victory. Oh, it gets me 110 devotion as well. We had a 3-to-1 KD ratio. I think that could have gone better in any way. And I'm gonna split this army in half so they stay in supply. And honestly, one of these halves can almost take on the enemy army just by themselves. Oh, there's 16 troops from the Idrid Sultanate coming to help out. Isn't that great, guys? They're gonna be so scared. Don't even know where they're gone. They might not even be coming to help out. They might just be running away. Oh dear. Right, so guys, the siege weapons have come to help with the siege, which is excellent news. So yeah, this could be a long war yet. Remember. Well, certainly sieging down the capital is our best chance of ending it. Oh, there we go. There we go. You're coming up here. Okay. We'll see if we can catch them. We probably won't be able to. Well, they seem to be content to wander along my territory. So we might stand a chance of grabbing them. Siege 1. Oops, thank you. Prisoners to be ransomed. Let's see if we can give me any things, not now, anything. As long as the main army's away, you guys can play happily. Right, off we go. Staring at stars. From all my evenings watching stars, I've never seen with my own eyes what I've only heard of before. The stars move at different speeds and reverse their course at different times, but seemingly in large groups, depending on which celestial sphere they belong to. Indeed, with the right calculations, one could even predict their movement, but my Archbishop does not approve. I will gain 50 learning lifestyle experience, as well as stewardship, learning, and prestige for a while, or 25 learning lifestyle experience, piety, and piety and opinion. Let's grab that piety. Can't remember if founding an empire has a piety cost. It might be that it does only when you're founding like a new empire. That battle went well. Oh, well, 6 months left on that. Even though they had a lot more troops for that battle than before, I wonder if there was a... an unpressed claim on the county of Angoulême in Aquitaine. Don't really want. Like, thanks, game. Okay. I have to be wary in case they come in for a battle. Don't know where they're retreating to just yet. Nice. My boy's educator was just taken prisoner, I think. And my wife is pregnant again. The prisoner has died. 2 prisoners have died. I don't know where that army's going. Oh, I've got the Brabants here. Hi, Brabant. Right. Another prisoner taken on a siege. So you guys to here, and you guys to here for now. Oh, hello. There's no chance of catching you, is there? Oh, there is. Oh, there's the enemy army. Right, as long as we're not getting attrition, I think that's okay. That army I saw briefly and has now disappeared again. A little worried about this small group of guys left out on their own. Improved. Oh, that's the bad army. There we go. Oh, my guys are going to get wrecked. Oh, I had another mental break because it's been so long. I sit paying little attention as the peasant finishes their tale of woe. Frankly, I barely even noticed what they were talking about. You're probably some fine spy, I reply without thinking. Oh, so this is before I had them beheaded. So I could gain profligate, which isn't great. Or I could gain reclusive. Probably want to gain reclusive. It's probably significantly less bad. Oh boy. Yeah, we lost that battle. Oh, we lost all of our guys. Gosh darn it. Yeah, I shouldn't have left them out like that. We were too exposed. Ah, you've given me a daughter. Hooray! Frida? I kind of want to name her after Isabel, to be honest. That is an option. Oops. Which I clicked through by mistake. Isabel. Yeah, you shall be Isabel. Alright. Gosh darn. Yeah, let's not do that again. Right. Alright, let's do this properly this time. I was a fool, I shouldn't have left them so exposed. But I did anyway. 4 months left on this siege. Might kind of start the next siege. I don't think this will be enough to win the war on its own. Although maybe with a little bit of extra war score. Never know. 39 days left. Yeah, time to let this roll. Yeah, he's going to go and try and de-siege that place. One to the left. Okay. Excuse me, I gave you an order. Right. Okay, you guys. You and you are gonna merge. Now somebody isn't me in charge. Then we're gonna go fight these guys. Hopefully, we can get up to the full war score. Oh, excellent. Stress loss. Hopefully, we can get up to the full battle score. We can actually win the war. Welcome, friends. My councillor, hearing something died from his wounds. Okay, new marshal. Your pants as a marshal, so it shall be you. And you are upset with me at the moment. So, sway. Feast, Guthrun's Fowlery. Servants were carrying out impressively adorned entr'ments. A number of proud peacocks, skinned, cooked, and stuffed, then redressed in their magnificent plumages. I didn't know that was a thing. As Guthrun brought her knife close to one of them, the fowl came to with a shriek. This one wasn't cooked at all. It pecked at Guthrun's nose before bursting forth among the screaming and laughing guests. Oh no! The peacocks escaped ended soon enough as Princess Saga, my sister, grabbed it by its neck with cold efficiency and snapped. Oh, blimey. No feast is complete without the prank. Oh, wonderful! I did that on purpose. Glorious. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's amazing. My feast ends. I'm now an eager reveller. And let's immediately call a hunt. Lead off more stress. We are so close now. Tiny little victory there. Right, it's a good job we've got people to ransom because... So she's slowly liking me more and more the longer she stays in prison. Yeah, it's a good job we've got people to ransom because I just spent a lot of money on things. We ride! Up the stag. The world narrows to the nature surrounding us as we follow the stag on its escape through a ravine. We press on! Hooray! We win! That was a slightly messy war. We made a few mistakes, but oh my gosh, do we control a huge amount of Spain now? Wow! Holy moly. God, we had like a 5-1 KD there as well. That was excellent. Boy. Boy, oh boy. Right, what are you due to inherit? Succession. So you're due to inherit just Galicia at the moment. That might change if I want to create this title, but I need a lot more money first. It's a shame because I just spent a whole bunch of money on stress loss. Can I change my lifestyle focus now? Yes, I can. Okay. Right, now is definitely a time when we drop down the save and try and figure out what's going on. What's going on with our kingdom, or our realm, our soon-to-be empire. So obviously, player heir, I think I want you to take a bunch of these titles off me. Yeah, I don't. Okay, let's think in terms of duchies. So this is Seville. I want you to have Seville and probably Granada, definitely. So you can have all of this coastal region to begin with. And then Jaén. Where's Jaén? County of Jaén is in Duchy of Cordova, okay. So that's a huge change straight away. Also change your contracts. Doesn't use. Okay. Then I've still got too many titles. Do you have a primary title? Right. Is there anyone else from my dynasty who I want to have titles? Because you're going to get a kingdom anyway. You are a count of 1 title. You're a count of 2 titles. You can probably afford to get a new title. Hi there. In fact, okay, we'll make you Duke of Cordoba. It's probably those ones. Yes, that's Duke of Cordoba. Okay. Now it's just these that we're above our limit. Which is 1 title? Duchy or 2? That's the Duchy of Toledo. Okay. Can I open this up? Do we have anyone on the other side? No, he died. Oh yes, King Ragnar murdered him. Of course. You're a Jarl. I can't invite you to my court. I can't invite you to my court. You have other dynasties' children. You currently... You're in line for a few counties. I probably don't need to make you a full-on Duke. On fast. There we go. Six. Down to that, got titles, congrats. I'm a new vassal. I can negotiate an alliance with you. Probably should. Gandalf, I won't need to. Okay. Right, everything's coming together a little bit. Maybe I should hold on to those counties actually. Alliances. I can declare new wars. Oh, interesting. Do you reckon these guys are stronger than me? They are a lot stronger than me. Wow! Holy wowzers. How are you guys so strong? So many troops! I control so much more territory than you! What the hey? And it helps that you have... Not them, they're not helping. They're not helping. Upland. Who controls a huge swathe of down as well. Blimey. Okay. So, we know who the powers in the land are, don't we? Gosh. El Populist. I can't do that for another almost a year, which is a real shame. A good kill. Okie doke. Right. So all we really need to do now is focus on not dying until we have 1,000 gold. To which point I might put you on tax collection after you finish in Valencia. We have a new powerful vassal who wants something done. You'd actually be an alright marshal, but you like me, so I don't care. Now, Thor, I think we're already working on swaying. Oh, I can imprison you. It's probably worthwhile. Any other unhappy vassals? You're an unhappy vassal, I don't mind too much. Okay, there'll be a civil war, that'll be fine. Oh, it was not even a civil war. Excellent. Right, you are never ever ever coming out. We have a new dynasty legacy, which is excellent news. It's going to war cheaper, which we're definitely going to need. Okay. I declare the Viconquista sort of officially successful, pretty much. We are going to have Heka rebellions at some point. Definitely. More of our empire is Muadi than is not at this point. Oh, Valencia is at war. Oh, excellent. So you're back in pro taxes. Yes, okay, I definitely need the tax. Who are you at war with? You're at war with Castile. That's my guy. This guy wants to give me money. Yes. I'm pregnant again. And I've got a dangerous faction. Marvellous. It's these populists again. Oh my gosh. Haha. Oh wow. Oh wow. It probably is actually continuing to promote culture so that they don't join factions. Where's the County of Alicante? I can't even find it. Where is it? There it is, okay. Yeah, this is going to be a trouble. My sister has been excommunicated. What did you do? What did you do? I can imprison you, but I don't really want to. I want you to tell me what you did. Oh, popeliness. Right, I can lose stress by declining this invitation, and I'm no longer overwhelmed by stress, and that is wonderful. Okay. Right, Populist Uprising happening soon. They are very, very, very powerful. This is bad news. Oh boy. Holy Wars. They have their downsides. You're taking years and years to do that. You're not taking too long to do that, but that's okay. Oh boy. So what I really don't want... how close am I? I mean, I'm going to be over the limit now. Yeah, I can only lose 4 counties. Before I can't be emperor again. Oh boy. This is going to be tough. How many months? 3 months. I will not be an emperor in 3 months' time. Someone's won a tyranny war, that's nice. I think I'm not going to lose some stress by declining, that's wonderful. I probably lose more stress by attending, but I've got another daughter. Haha. Let's do the ultimate in hubris, and we're going to call her Hispania. After the empire that we're definitely going to get to make. You can send an ultimatum at any time. So what I don't want to have to do is spend lots of money on mercenaries, which means I'll never ever be an emperor. Right. So I could convert. I could tell you to go away, or I can start a war. You want freedom, you shall have it in death. Right. Okay, we are calling everyone in on this. Even old Red Wolf. Every little helps. Oh, I tell you what I can do is probably try and marry people off. Actually, all about alliance power. Old in the middle 6. Excellent. I shall have albino grandchildren. You've only just been born? Gascon, definitely, come join me. Okay, right. We're going to get some good alliances on the go. We're going to figure out where I want my army to meet up. It's probably here. And I want someone who isn't in charge. Yep. Everywhere is under siege. I'll wait for this to finish panicking. Call on my ally, this guy. Okay. New ally. Call to war. Excellent news. Excellent news. Right, we'll hope these guys actually arrive in time to help us. Okay, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boop. You reckon this is going to be a balanced fight? They apparently have a better army commander. If I choose me, I'm going to win. Okay, is this where the actual leader of the bad guys is then? I suppose that would make sense. Yeah, here he is. Oh my god, some of these sieges are going very, very quickly. Okay. Plus 20%. One army down. The next one we want to do is we want to get to these guys before they get reinforced. Gained a level of fame, my glory is widely known. Siege of City has been lost. The siege up there that's going to happen, and they're going to get very strong soon. Oh boy. Hang on. I want to not be commanding these armies anymore in case I die. Right, okay. That's gone well. They've gone out to sea. I'm worried that they're all planning to meet up. That would be really bad news. Well, we've taken out some of their big armies. We've only lost one place. Yeah, look, they're looking to land. Curse undone, not one day too soon. Okay, I am going to need to lead this one myself. Okay, they're landing over there, which is good news. So it means they're not reinforcing this battle. Oof, my nephew has taken a lover own guard. God will judge them. And secrets. Okay. Right, rebellion going alright. Some friend of mine, some subject of mine is dealing with this big army over here. I think this is nearly it. Captain Faitama? The Egyptian band of Damietta. Huh. Weird, don't know what's going on there. You're going back out to sea. I wonder where you're planning to land. Where are you going? Where are you going? I genuinely have no idea. Well, on the plus side, I've got more allies coming in. Definitely enough allies to deal with this problem. Right, okay. They're coming there. Okay, they're making landfall. Are they going to stay landfallen? They're going to take a while, that's fine. Maybe my allies will go and deal with them themselves. I wouldn't bet on it. Take that Sevilla. Then we'll go Waltham. Left. Okay. This is it. This is the last of the rebellion. Oof, I tell you what, this could have been really nasty. But I think it's gone okay. And now everyone's just going to converge for this final battle. It's going to be 6-1 outnumbering, more or less. Well, you shall serve me. You're okay. Right. Victory! Definitely will not accept. But I could recruit you if I wanted to, but he'd probably hate me and try and murder me. Oh, but he's a good general though, okay. Right. Okay. Small setbacks aside, we are close to Hispania. Epic Haesteinn has died. I can't negotiate alliance with this guy because I don't have a particular relationship to him, that's fine. I can, however, change his contract. Give me more troops. Only 30 more troops, but it's okay. Various vassals are upset. You'll make a great spy master. I can also revoke your title. Oh, because I have a claim on it. Oh, you're the new Jarl of Galicia, right, okay. That's fine. You're my new spy master, I'm going to make you like me. Please don't murder me. I'm so close to being an emperor, you wouldn't believe it. Right. Gascon is in a tyranny war, that's okay. We're up against the King of Aquitaine and this guy. I don't really want this. I don't necessarily want to raise all of them. Okay. That was probably more than I really wanted to do. Not you. Oh, the army. Go off. 1,000 dudes, 2,000 odd dudes. Disband that. No, merge the armies. I also want to save. Is this my peasant leader guy? It is. Hello. You will not accept. He's zealous, that's why. Okay. Right, okay, so we're still making a little money. We have more Andalusian Mawali populists coming. Right, we're gonna grab this 500 dudes. Knack them. Did I just kill my own ally? Hang on. Touch from his wounds. No, okay. Wait. Yeah, I just killed my own ally. No, that was the 30th of June, 898. Never mind. Okay. Right, we're going to try and catch this army as well. Change this guy's contract. The Yaldan of Cordoba. Still under my ally. That's okay. It's good he died. Right, who is the actual main leader? You, and you only control this one territory. Let's go siege it down. Right, after the war, it should only be like 1 month until I can empire. The curse of death has fallen upon my court. A case of smallpox has been discovered. Fortunate victim is my guest, Ingemar. I say to him and pray for redemption. I could throw you out. Yes. Costs prestige to do so. Might save lives. Alright, you can leave. It's very harsh, I know. Finally, we are safe. I can change this guy's contract. And I can lawfully imprison this guy. Familial kinslayer. My nephew, vassal, and knight. Gosh darn it, what did you do? Oh, imprison. Justice. Because you're a vassal, you're never coming out, even though you are my nephew. Okay. Hispania, 2 months away. We're gonna make it, guys. We're gonna get there. Oh my god, there's a huge army coming in. Okay, they're hostile, they're not enemies. Who are you fighting? You're fighting the Liberty War, that's okay. You shouldn't come up with us. Who's this guy? Not so fast. Who's this guy? You're my son, I don't care. What's going on now? I managed to catch the 28 guy army, not the 1,000 guy army. Don't care. Don't care. I don't care. I don't care. But starting fight knights. I'm not doing that. Too much stress. Not worth it. Oh my god, Weaken Empire! I probably can't do this while I'm at war, can I? Oh, we ate Navarra. Oh my gosh, I can become Empire. Rank gained! I am now a mighty emperor with a terrible crown. Norse crown? Norse Imperial crown. That looks terrible. Fleur de Lis crown, I quite like the idea of. Or a leaf crown. I'm not going to go for any Byzantine, I don't think. Turbans, no. Opulent crown. Oh, I can dress up as a bishop now. Don't think I could do that before. There's some truly wonderful looking headdresses. Jester's hat. Let's go grab the leaf crown, shall we? Leaf crown. There we go. Right, I'm Hispania. I'm now this ugly yellow colour instead of the nice purple colour. I can ask my Hand of Faith with gold, which will be useful. I have few knights, which I can probably fix by doing that. There we go. I've nearly finished this battle. The new emperor. It's up to me to lead the vast empire left behind. Stand before my vassals, adjust my new crown, and take in my surroundings. Oh, the things I will accomplish. Long live the emperor! Awesome. And I've got a new stewardship perk. Which I probably don't need anymore. But building construction costs will definitely be a good thing. It always is. Praise St. Matthew, here comes the tax refund. I can't change again for another 2 years, that's okay. 24 days until that. How much does the put like me at the moment? He likes me quite a lot. Well, a huge amount is because I'm extremely pious. You're a trained healer. My current position is a bit bad. How much do you cost? Oh, you cost a lot of stress is what you cost. Never mind. Oh, I've got lots of people showing up at my court now because they want to be like, oh, we're at the Emperor's court. Right. Succession has probably changed, hasn't it? Succession. Right, I'll lose the King of Asterius. I might want to move my capital down here now. We'll figure that out in a sec. They have won. You can end the war, you know. You can end the war anytime you like. Fantastic. So be it. I can now declare wars. The Rusted Emirate. What's the Rusted Emirate? Oh, that's down here. I forgot. There we go. The Valency Sultanate. The Sami Sultanate. I can go after West Francia, which is a less scary prospect now than it has been recently, but it's still too scary for me. The Yakubid Emirate is this guy. Ceuta, which is this tiny little bit of land there. Or Scotland, or Aquitaine. I apparently have my own claims on Aquitaine. I'm generally quite a fan of pushing my own claims. Yeah, Aquitaine. Yeah, you as an ally. You as an ally. How many does it reckon? You reckon only 2850 would come? Is this guy a vassal of yours? Yes. Oh, that's a truce. Okay. So Brittany would come. That's probably worth it, you know. Well, Hispania. Oh, I do want to see what effect moving my capital does. Oviedo. Right. If I move my realm capital here, right, then what does that do to succession? Okay, then I'm keeping everything else, so that's probably a good move. And we'll just get Galicia and stuff, so I don't care about so much. Okay, so we are now at the sort of stage where we can think about invading other kingdoms and then budding them off once we've collected 10. In terms of kingdom titles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can potentially have control over. I do probably want to create the Kingdom of Navarra title. I can create 2 kingdom titles at the moment, right? Andalusia and Navarra. Will I get them automatically on succession? Doesn't look like it. That's okay. How much will it cost to create those titles? 500 a pop. Will probably be worth it. In the meantime, Aquitaine. I have a claim on you. You shall be mine. I don't particularly want to call my allies for this. I don't think I need to. There should be enough troops. Half down here. That's all the others. Has my blooming nameplate for my territories in the way. Brittany is joining the war, as we expected them to. This is going to be a long siege. These are both going to be long sieges. I see. Okay. Maybe we'll abandon one. Go fight some armies instead. Where are you going? You're going up there. You're coming down here to siege me. I can also lawfully imprison this random mayor. For some money. Maybe I will call an ally in. Oh, Empress Isabel, you have your own titles now. Oh, you are now the Duchess of Brabant. Blimey! That's neat! Gascon. You can help. Mostly because I need the siege weapons, more than anything. Algeciras? Where's Algeciras? Who are you? Oh, this is the Duchy of Aquitaine. What are you doing down here, sieging my territory? Oh well, we're gonna catch this small army. Beat them up. The Duke of Aquitaine has died. Who's the new Duke of Aquitaine? This person. Can I get alliance with you? I cannot. Right, win battle. I think Warfare goes in this round there. Montaigu is under siege again. This mayor has been imprisoned. And left faction is disbanded. The Andalusian Muad'Dibs are looking okay at the moment. Someone has plotted to kill my nephew, Jarl Halka. That's terrible. Right, this battle is going well. Excellent news. Victory. I think we're going to stand here. This is probably the way Britain will be coming back. Sultan Najib has lost against my nephew in the Holy War for the County of Castello Branco. So that's that bit pretty much done. Sealed and tucked up nicely. I'm going to come down here and start the siege, and then this army will take on cleanup duties. I will only have to put someone else in charge. Probably those are not going to quite catch it in time. Oh, possibly my allies are going to go in. Try and catch them. I don't really know what they're doing. These two have been on the cut, but it would probably be too late by this point. Yeah, there we go, they're built up. That's okay. Right. Gonna go fight in Flores. Might need some of these guys to join us. Not prisoners, they're not contributing war score. Right, let's go beat this guy up. Battle's going well. Let's split in half, one half over here. So we don't all starve horribly. Oh god, my wife was taken prisoner. Ah, you're losing counties, I see. Why didn't you call me in? I could have helped! What? I could have helped you! My wife has been released, mercifully. Merge. Beat up the Bretons again. Right, war going well. Will soon be capped out on war score. Administration fails. County of Alicante being mismanaged population. Useful. And you finished converting faith in the county. Marvellous. Go convert faith in another county. Let's go find who's the biggest problem county at the moment. Algestrias. Yeah. I've got some less archer populists, which I'm not too fussed about. I'm gonna have a little battle. Brittany shall be ours. I don't know if I have any claims on Brittany. Because honestly, immediately after a war where they just lost basically all of their troops, it's a pretty time to declare war on someone. Because I won't have a truce with them, I'll have a truce with Aquitaine. Right, a few months left. Gascogne, what are you doing? What are you doing, Gascogne? No. One. I can host a feast. Do I need to? I don't think so. No one walks like Gaston, back and forth like Gaston. No one can't decide where they should go like Gaston. I'm incredibly good at prevaricating. My word, did you that Gaston? There is actually no point in sieging this, is there? Because this is going to tick up, or this is going to finish one of the two. Hello, I found a new Aquitanian army. I'd like if my son Roges could visit my court in Santillana to meet his peers. Well, I'm inviting everyone of note, which unfortunately includes him. Wow. Wow, y'all Hafrida. Oh, all of my children. Oh no, that I definitely didn't need to do any of those expensive stress loss things anymore. I don't think I actually need to make the kingdoms either. Right, so wave 1. I force my demands. Boop. So that will also be it. Now, I had a domain limit of 7. That's because my spouse is unavailable because she's now doing this. Of course. Of course. Right, which I think is a better county? This place was with the 0.65 tax, 516 of that, or up here it will be a duchy capital. Probably Angoulême is a better county to hold on to. Gandalf. No, you're my heir. Will you succeed? No, you'll still get that. I don't currently have any counties on this. I'm worried that you might be a bit of a weak king, but that's probably actually best considering that you'll end up being a vassal and then descendants of things will be vassals. Yeah, I'm messing about. Dynasty tree. You, hello, little kid. Needs a title. I have a title going spare. House Silbers. Bish bash bosh. Declare wars on lots of places still. Prisoners who can be ransomed. I can change this guy's contract. More troops. Give me more. I have somehow come into possession of a barony over here. My spymaster has pinched that off someone. I don't know who. Wales has split up. The only one I can declare war on in Wales. Oh wow, Wessex is eating chunks of it as well. I can usurp this title. Cost 500. Probably don't want to. Yeah, he's not got any land, so usurping it won't like fracture him up. I'm not seeing too much of a point in doing it. King of Titles. We need a bit more of the King of Aquitaine. Oh, King of Aquitaine has well and truly like gobbled up this area. They've de jure drifted it or whatever. I'd need 20 counties to take that, which actually isn't that many, honestly. Brittany, you're super duper weak, but I don't have a cast spell on you, that's a real shame. I'm a holy warrior, I should be going to war with not Christians really. Like, that one was for my claim, that's kind of okay. But I think in general, we'll stick to bullying the opposed faith. But I think that will have to wait for another occasion, because now that we are an empire and an emperor, now that we've overcome the humongous challenge of a faction, at least for now, we've pinched off a few bits of other places, I think this is an excellent time for us to end part 3. So, if you've enjoyed watching, please do consider giving me a follow on Twitch, where I'm disfordemise_. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, please consider subscribing. I'm at disfordemise. And follow me at disfordemise on Twitter to get notifications whenever I go live. We'll be back again, possibly tomorrow or possibly on Tuesday. Don't know what we'll be playing yet. We'll all have to find out together. Other than that, if you've enjoyed watching, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.